¿Eres amante del trance? ¿Qué opinas del futuro de este género musical? El tío EMPO se dio a la tarea de preguntarle a los DJs que se presentaron en la edición 900 de State of Trance México. Armin van Buuren y su legión, tales como Marlo, Cosmic Gate, Ben Gold y Will Atkinson, entre muchos otros grandes de este género, que nos revelan hacia dónde va el trance. ¿Están listos para conocer este y otros detalles, Trance Family? ¡Aquí comenzamos!
I think the future of trance music is strong. I think history has proven that it is a really strong genre. It has gone from strength to strength. I love the new sounds of psytrance influences that have been coming into trance recently. But I'm a melody man, you know, I love emotion, I love feeling. I think as long as there's new producers and who have continued to break boundaries and push the rule, break the rules, I think the scene is, you know, it's going to be strong. It's going to be good.
It's really difficult, you know. Trance is so liquid in that sense. It's so there's no one sound that is trance. You know, trance could be really like 128 BPM, almost housey. It could be 140 BPM, very banging, and everything in between you could classify as trance. For me, trance is like as long as there's a good melody in it and it's very emotional, it's trance. Where is it going from here? I don't know. I just personally hope that it will go back to where it came from, because that's the essence of trance. That is what trance is all about. It's not just about banging. It's about, you know, hair-raising melodies and, you know, feeling it. So yeah, I hope it's going back there.
Let's say it's hard to project futures in general if it comes to money or music, but in general we think electronic music, EDM if you want to call it, better electronic maybe, it's like getting more and more popular even these days. You hear the crowd?
This is what we were talking about. You just heard it, exactly.
So it's I more and more like to say, since quite a while already, it's the new rock and roll. Rock and roll was really yesterday.
That's very true. What is important to us and what we try to do with our music is, I hope there's a lot of new talent coming out, trying to push boundaries and change trance. Yeah, all the time, you know. So I want it to evolve and not just stay what it is, because obviously we love that, but we want it to be interesting and different and, you know, like art.
Music is art,
yeah.
And art has to change, and we feel like to create something new is very important. And this is, we always have our Cosmic Gate handwriting, but we want to sound fresh and new and bring in new things for the crowd and also ourselves. We want to change things, but we're just ourselves.
Yeah.
The cool thing about trance is that it's always there. It changes what's in at the moment, you know, and it changes vibes. And sometimes it's a little bit more popular, sometimes a little bit less, but it's always there. It's not a sound that's ever going to go away, and it'll just keep evolving. And when I say evolving, I don't mean changing either, because there's always going to be a group of fans that still love the old school sound and DJs that represent the more old school sound. And then there's always going to be innovators of new producers that are bringing new sounds to the table and new fans for that. So I think that's why these events can sell so many tickets and do big events worldwide, is because it caters for a lot of different people within the same general genre. There's a lot of subgenres in it, and I think that's what makes it special.
You know, for me, trance is a way of life. So every day that I wake up, it's the first thing I'm thinking about, and every time I go to bed, it's the last thing I'm thinking about. And when I'm asleep, it's what I'm dreaming about. So for me, it'll just carry on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And for me, the community in the world is growing all the time. There's lots of new young kids who are getting into trance, and that's fantastic. And lots of great new producers making fantastic music. So the scene is just getting bigger and bigger, and for me that's wonderful, because you know, it's what's not to love. Trance is an amazing music. It's melodic. It's emotional. You know, and who doesn't love getting emotional?
The future for trance music. Okay, so
I don't think it's going anywhere. I think everything goes through in a cycle, you know, styles. But I think this genre, I mean, you can see it here. You come here and the reaction is unbelievable. I think for me, trance music is all about emotions being put into music.
Yeah.
You know, it's super cheesy to say that, but I mean, it's like, I still sit in my room sometimes with my headphones and I'm like, you know,
I think trance more so than other genres really tries to fit that mold, and in many respects it's looked down upon when you try to go out of it. And so we're trying to ride the line and really change it just a little bit for our sound to push it along.
Because trance music always changes, now I feel trance music is getting much harder and faster, or I'm becoming much faster and much harder. So I think trance music is going crossing into different sounds, hard house, hard style, but still melodic. So it keeps growing, and trance is always there. So it's just different styles, different phases, but always changes. But it's always there.
I think trance has got bigger and bigger every single year. Every time I go to a different country, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think melodies is a big key. Trance is getting faster, I've noticed. Like the psytrance is coming in, the tech psytrance, and I think 138, but with melodies, is...
Trance is becoming bigger and bigger right now. Not only because of the trance scene, but also because of the techno scene. A lot of techno DJs, they just play trance, just on a slower BPM. Look at Televas or Boris Brescia, or even Charlotte Witt plays some trance classics in her set. So I really think that trance is growing on that side as well. So on one side you have the normal trance base that is growing, and I feel a lot of younger people are diving into trance music as well. And on the other side you have the techno scene playing trance as well. So I think it's a really good thing.
The future for trance music is very bright. I think within trance you have all these subgenres now with their own heroes, you know. You used to have one type of trance, and now it's uplifting trance, orchestrance, vocal trance, tech trance, psytrance, you know, the not the real psytrance, but the psy trance that that the trance guys make. So there's many different subgenres within trance music, and the State of Trance is a home for all of them.
Como ya lo escucharon, la escena está creciendo, pero esto también depende de los fans alrededor del planeta. Así que si tú eres uno de ellos, manifiéstate y déjanoslo saber en los comentarios. No olvides suscribirte y darle like también. Aquí les dejamos estas recomendaciones. Si les gusta el trance, denle click por acá. Podrán ver lo que nos platicó Armin antes de subir al escenario. O denle click de este lado para ver qué sucedió con el ex integrante de Swedish House Mafia. Ahora sí, nos vemos en el próximo video. Bye bye.